Guys, I have a lisp. You probably already know that. I made it pretty clear in my pothead video a few months back, I think. Um, my S's don't come out right. How is this relevant to this video? I'm not sure. It might be, it might not be. All I know is, when I made my Siphon Filter 2 Let's Play on PS5, I was very unsatisfied with how it turned out. Not how it looked, but how it sounded. I used the PS5's built-in controller mic, and to say that I'm disappointed is an understatement. I do not like the PS5 controller mic. Personally, I don't like it. This was the headset that I used on PS4 when I did PS4 Let's Plays, and for the most part, that worked fine. It sounded okay. There was no sound interference in the background because the microphone is actually foamed. It's soundproof, so that you have to speak into it to actually get some audio from it. This built-in mic in the middle of this has no soundproof foam. So when I used it, you could hear all sorts of shit in the background, okay? You could hear my fingers constantly pressing the buttons that are literally centimeters away from the speaker. You could hear the TV sound echoing onto the speaker. And my mic speaker was only like halfway. It was only halfway up the volume because I knew that it would pick up some things, and it still did, even with only half volume. And there were a couple times, I think in my Woe Long Let's Play, you could hear someone coming up the stairs, lifting up a cabinet or something, and I just don't like that. That kind of eliminates the purpose of mics. They're not supposed to be able to, like, be that sensitive to where it picks up every single noise in the room, every little outside noise. There's no soundproof to it. There's no soundproof registration where you have to be in a certain vicinity to create a sound so that it can pick up that sound. This sounds like a big ramble. I'm done trying to like it. I do not like the PS5 controller mic. And I really wish that the PS4 mic that I used was compatible with this one, the PS5 controller, but unfortunately, it's not. So, from this point forward, you guys will not be seeing any more Let's Plays with this crappy-ass built-in mic. I'm done. I'm done with it. You know what's weird? Maybe it is relevant that I have a lisp, but if anything, it should make my voice more pronounced and less muted. Whenever I was editing my Siphon Filter 2 Let's Play and stuff, I noticed that whenever I said my S's and my T's, it almost like wouldn't come through. So all you would be hearing are vowels, and it kind of makes what I'm saying hard to hear. I have no idea what that's all about. Like I said, it might be relevant that I have a speech problem, but if you can hear my lisp in these videos, why couldn't you hear it in those videos? Why was I not speaking too loudly? Like, I feel like you could hear everything but my voice. And, I was like playing like this. Like, my voice was like right fucking here. So, yeah, I am going to get a headset for PS5. And I don't know how long that will be. It might be weeks, it might be months. I don't know. But I just thought I would make this update telling you about my dissatisfaction with the PS5 controller. Well, maybe not so much the control, mainly the mic, but I do have some problems with the triggers. depending on the game that you play and the actions that you do in those games, sometimes you have to like press down on it twice. It would stop. There would be like a threshold where you have to like press it hard, to imitate some form of struggle, like picking up like a really heavy object or something, or pushing something around in the game. Why? I don't care about immersion that much to the point where like I have to like break my fucking triggers almost. Speaking of breaking, my brother uh dropped. This is our second controller. He dropped it once. He dropped our first PS5 controller once as he was setting it down, and the right analog stick broke because it was dropped once. Is that how fragile these things are? Like, like if I were to just like drop this 2 feet, it would break? What is this? A fucking Fisher Price toy? Like, oh my god. So I'm not happy about the triggers. I'm not happy about the mic. I'm not happy about how fragile some parts can be. Like, are these made out of like used parts? Probably. I heard a rumor, and I've heard lawsuits, so that might be the case. And controllers aren't cheap. They are expensive. They're $70. They are the price of new games. Which, by the way, another small update I'm going to add into this. I have no plans on buying a game for $70. If only 2 generations were $60 and every other generation before that was 50, the hike to 70 this fast in time makes no sense. And it's not really a generation issue as much as it is a publisher issue. Publishers who are too greedy. There are new games coming out like A Plague Tale, Requiem, and Switch games that are current gen that are still only 60. Meanwhile, EA games and Activision games like Call of Duty are 70. So, yeah, it's not fair, it's not right, it's stupid, and I'm going to wait for a price drop. For, God of War or Callisto Protocol or Modern Warfare 2, I'm going to wait for a price drop. I'm not getting those games at release. And I'm not reviewing any of those games. So, yeah, just a short minute-long update to throw into this video to prevent me from making 2 separate videos. Oh, one last thing about the PS5 controller I don't like is the indication for whenever the mic is on. You see how this little light is turned off right here? That means that the mic is on. And when it's like this, that means it's turned off. Duh! Why? Let me give you a little demonstration. So when this light is off, the mic is on. You turn this on, the thing in the corner has a mic with a dash around it, means that it's disabled. I actually thought that this was a glitch because I never thought Sony would be this dumb to make a move like this, where on meant off and off meant on. So I thought I was recording Fallout 76, the whatever the fuck the new update was, the pit. And I just kept doing a let's play, and then I ended my recording, and then I found out that the mic wasn't on. So it is off when the light is turned on. Kind of like how some TVs, they have the red light when it's turned off, right? But when it's turned on, there's no light. Shouldn't there be like a green light or something? Or, I don't know, but it's confusing. So, with that in mind, I had it turned off. I did another Let's Play of it, but, the mic is turned off by default in the recordings. So it's turned on by default, but it's turned off by default in the video captures. They fucked it up. They really, really, really fucked it up. So I have it set on by default now. Not the mic, but the I don't think I can change the mic being on by default. I mean, the controller turns on when the light is off. So it always is on unless you turn that unless you press that light button orange and it's turned off. And you have to do that every time you turn the fucking PlayStation on if you don't want to hear yourself in your videos, or you don't want to hear other people, you don't want other people to hear you. But I was able to make sure that the mic is always turned on in the video capture settings. That is, if the mic is turned on the controller. I hate the PS5 controller. The PS5 console is fine. The PS5 console is great. It's a really good console. I think I still like the PS4 a little bit more in terms of like design, like internally and externally. I think the PS5 looks weird. It looks like a Dubai skyscraper. But yeah, aside from that, the console itself is fine. But the PS5 controller, the way the PS5 controller feels in your hand is fine. I mean, it feels good. You know, it's got nice grips and all that stuff. But the triggers, the faultiness, how easy it is to break one of these things, the microphone, the mic button, it's all just confusing. It's confusing. And I just don't like it. I'm not to say that I regret my purchase, but there are times when I feel like maybe I should have gotten an Xbox Series X instead. Only because I feel like that problem wouldn't have occurred if I'd played Series X. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. You can tell me if you have a Series X, if the same thing happened to you. But yeah, I just thought I'd make a rant telling you how dissatisfied I am with my recent Let's Plays using the PS5 mic. Yeah, hopefully I at least get a PS5 headset so I don't have to use the mic anymore. Because I hate the way it sounds. I hate that there's no soundproof to it, that all the TV echo goes into it, all the external noise, like if people are calling my name, I got to stop the recording, obviously, because you can hear them shouting my name. I literally had to edit out a clip of my Siphon Filter Let's Play where someone was calling my name. I had to edit it out. So that's a problem. Okay? Even if my lisp is at fault in terms of not hearing my voice well, I also don't really have... I think I might be getting a little sick. That might be kind of why my voice is a little raggled and congested. But still, everything else, there's no excuse for it. If they thought that having a mic was so important to us, don't put it in the controller where you can easily hear your button inputs with your fingers. Like, just give us a fucking headset. Just have it bundled with a headset, and a little cheap headset. That's it. If it's that important, you know? I mean, you provide us with everything else. You provide us with the controller, the HDMI cable, the power cables. Just throw in a little mic there, if it's that important, for people to have something to stream on. Because that controller mic is trash. Either I'm not using it right, or it's garbage. So, let me know what you guys think. If you have any tips for me, if I'm doing something wrong, if the volume is a little too high, or if it's too low somehow, because I really don't want to do that again. I actually regret not playing Siphon Filter 2 on PS4, because I actually thought that my PS4 Let's Play of Siphon Filter 1 was fine, and audibly it was fine. Yeah, I had to get that off my chest, and Let me know what you guys think in the comments, if I'm doing something wrong, or if I should just get a PS5 compatible microphone headset. Thank you for watching.
The Gamer Gods!
Fail!